right, fellas, so I'm gonna help you guys out today. I'm gonna give you some fragrances that have you smelling like a boss, like the man. You're not gonna have to spend a lot of money. They smell expensive. That's what I'm trying to say. And you'll smell expensive if you get, no, okay. These are some really great fragrances that, again, have you smelling rich, have you smelling like a boss. You don't have to break the bank. I know you love these kind of videos. Let's go. What's going on YouTube is the Bowtie Fragrance Guy, the fashion and fragrance guy that is. If you're into fragrance and fashion, you found the right channel, man. Click subscribe and click the bell icon as well so when I upload a new video, you'll get notified. So guys, on today's video, we're gonna be jumping into talking about some fragrances in my collection that really smell expensive to me. Very well done fragrances. All of these are designer fragrances, by the way. These are not clone fragrances. These are actually some designer fragrances that really smell expensive. So again, they'll have you smelling rich, have you smelling like that, like a boss, without having to break the bank. I know that's kind of that place, that sweet spot where everybody wants to get. You want to have something that smells really good, smells really nice and expensive, but of course, not have to spend a whole lot of money for it. If that's you, then this is going to be a video that I really think you'll enjoy. So if you want to see what's on the list, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it. Yeah.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump right into this video. Now, this first fragrance, my goodness, when I think about one of my favorite notes, which is the note of rose, and I think about designer fragrances, I can't think of many fragrances I would put above this fragrance as it pertains to designer rose fragrances. And this fragrance comes from the house of Cartier, and this is called Declaration d'Anci. All right, and what you get with this one is rose, cardamom, and nutmeg are some of the main notes. Yes, this is a nice, spicy rose fragrance. Like I said, really well done in my humble opinion. This smells really, really, really expensive in my humble opinion. Now, this fragrance right here, Declaration d'Anci, being a rose fragrance, is a fragrance that I would wear either dressed up, going out on a date, or you could actually wear this or to the office as well, and I think you'll really get away with it. It's such a versatile rose fragrance, the way that it's composed, and it's one that I highly recommend. And this particular fragrance, as a matter of fact, all the fragrances on this list, you can find for at least under 80 bucks. So around that $80 price point to on down to about 30 bucks is where these fragrances range. So again, in my humble opinion, not super expensive, but my gosh, this smells like it costs or should cost $1 million bucks. So if you're looking for a great designer rose fragrance that gets the job done, I recommend you check this one out, guys, from the house of Cartier. This is called Declaration d'Anci. All right, guys, before I move forward really quickly, I want to let you guys know I received a fragrance from Twisted Lily. You guys know I rock with Twisted Lily, and periodically they send me fragrances. This is a fragrance that came out here recently. It's a 2024 release from the brand of Thameen London, and this one is called Chords. This is called Chords. Now, this fragrance, man, features notes of leather. There is cipro oil in here, honey, tobacco, leather. It has a lot of leather in here as well. And this, guys, is a very, very unique fragrance. I actually really love it. Now, honestly, the opening is a little bit, for me, I don't like, it's really punchy to that opening because it's a lot of leather, a lot of cipro oil, which is really earthy and green. So you get a lot of that in the opening, but after about 5 minutes, it rounds out to something that I really enjoy, man. I'm wearing it right here on my hand. I love it. It's one of those fragrances that's kind of addictive for some reason. I can't really stop smelling it. But I do want to say, guys, you have to be a lover or at least like leather or you will not like this. Because again, there's a lot of leather in this to me. I don't remember the classification of this fragrance, but it has a lot of leather in it. But man, after about 5 minutes, when it starts to dry down and those florals come in, that honey comes in and really kind of balances out that leather. Oh, this is so good. And it's really, really, really unique. But again, have to be a leather fragrance lover to really appreciate a fragrance like this, but I love it, and I really appreciate the creativity of this scent because it's not really familiar to many fragrances I put my nose on, so that's always a positive. Guys, I have a 10% off of Twisted Lily. I'll make sure I leave the information down below, obviously, if you want to check anything out from Twisted Lily. But I will say this brand up the Mean London has one that has been really producing some great fragrances as of late. I love this one, Bohemian Infusion. My gosh, guys, this is my kind of scent. Kind of reminds me a little bit of one of the latest ones from Frederick Hall. Came in about 2 years ago. What was the name of that fragrance? Music for a While. Kind of puts me in the mindset of that, but I really love Bohemian Infusion as well. So again, if you want to check anything out from Twisted Lily, I'll make sure I link it down below. Of course, I never think it hurts to save, some percentages off if you want to buy something anyway. So make sure you click on my link. If you want to check out anything at Twisted Lily, save yourself 10%. All right, guys, this next fragrance may very well be my favorite on this list, and it's kind of hard to pronounce the name of this one, but it is Tempe de Aton, and this is from Jacques Fath, Paris. And what you're gonna get with this fragrance, man, beautiful orange citrus opening with cinnamon, lavender, sandalwood, and tonka bean. This is good. My gosh, guys, this whole collection, I think they did this around 2020, 2021. I want to say this, they had a whole collection, the Fath Essentials. I think you can see that on the front of the bottle. And they had some absolutely amazing, stunning fragrances in that collection, and I think this is my favorite. They have another one called, oh my gosh, this is good. They have another one called Bel Ombre as well. That was a part of this collection that I really, really enjoyed. But seriously, guys, this fragrance smells phenomenal. Seriously, I really enjoy this one. Gosh, this has so many elements that I love. I love the cinnamon lavender combination here. Is just, oh man. It has some of the elements of kind of like Musk Ravageur from Frederick Mall without having that clove note in there that was a little bit off-putting to some people. But guys, you need to check this fragrance out. I promise you guys, this one smells very, very expensive, and it'll definitely have you smelling like a boss. And I seen this on like Fragrance Net for like $40, and this is a 3.4 ounce. Promise you, it'll be some of the best $40 of money that you spent in a long time on a fragrance. So again, check it out, guys. I think this is how you pronounce it, Tempe de Aton, but it's from the brand of Jacques Fath, Paris. All right, guys, this next fragrance is one I had my eyes on for a long time, and I am beyond happy that I decided to pull the trigger and pick up a bottle of this stuff. We're going to the house of Dunhill, and this is called Dunhill Custom. Dunhill Custom, apple, incense, and cedarwood are some of the main notes in this fragrance right here. And guys, again, for the price, I think this fragrance, you can find it for about $25 in most places where fragrances are sold. And I can tell you guys, you will not be disappointed one bit in what you get with this fragrance. That apple in the opening is so good. It's like a juicy red apple. You get a little bit of a smoky incense, just a little bit, just a tad in this as well. Oh man, this is so good. This is so good for what you're gonna pay for it. And again, it smells expensive. That's what this list is about. It smells like a well put together gentleman. That's what this fragrance smells like in a bottle. And the apple just gives it the right amount of sweetness in here that makes it really attractive and really appealing. Guys, check it out for $25. Now, it's not a great performer, but for the price, I'm not complaining. Check it out from the brand of Dunhill. This is called Custom. If Tempe de Aton is the best fragrance on this list, this gives it a really, really nice run for the #1 spot. I don't know, I may have to change my mind about this because I forgot this one was on the list, man. This thing smells heavenly, seriously. It is so well done. It smells so expensive in my opinion. From the brand of Bulgari, this is called Man in Black. Man in Black, what you get here is rum, tobacco, tonka bean, and benzoin. Guys, this is so good. Seriously, this is so good. I got this early in my fragrance journey, and I was blown away when I got this fragrance. The booziness in the opening, you definitely pick that up here, but my favorite part, of course, is the vanilla kind of benzoin and tonka dry down that you get with this one. Just a phenomenal fragrance. Like I said, and the theme of the video is it certainly smells very expensive, definitely more than what you're going to pay for it. One of the, again, I would call it underrated because not a lot of people talk about it anymore, but man, this is good. I'm gonna give myself a big bottle. I think this is a 60 ml, 2 fluid ounces, but give myself a big bottle of this because I love it. If this thing ever becomes discontinued, it's gonna be super expensive to get. It's from the brand of Bulgari. If you wanna smell like a boss and smell expensive on a budget, get this in your collection, guys. This is called Man in Black. Next fragrance that I want to talk to you guys about that I feel like smells really well done, really expensive, and you can get it for about 40 bucks. Most places fragrances are sold. From the brand of John Barbados, this is called Vintage. Vintage, and what you get here, guys, is rhubarb, cinnamon, suede, and tobacco. This is good. Cinnamon, suede, and tobacco are the main notes here. Especially the cinnamon. I love the way that they utilize cinnamon in this fragrance. This is so good. Now it's a hit on it that does not perform that well, but again, 3 hours, 4 hours, again, you're gonna pay about 40 bucks for it. Just reapply it, and you know, again, forget about the performance thing when you're spending that much money. It's not a huge issue. All right, just reapply this thing. Take a decant with you. This is definitely worth the money. You're going to smell very, very well put together, very boss-like, wearing a fragrance like this. And again, you're not gonna have to break the bank. So check it out from the brand of John Barbados. This is called Vintage. Believe it or not, guys, we're going back to the brand of Dunhill, and this is Dunhill Icon Elite. Icon Elite. What you get here is bitter orange, vetiver, suede, and lab denim as some of the main notes. Honestly, this whole collection, the original Dunhill Icon, which a lot of people talked about, could have been on this list. It came in the silver presentation that looks just like this. And then you had Icon Racing, which to me, again, was really, really, really well done. There's a few others in here that I think are honestly worthy to be on this list. But to me, this is the most unique. That bitter orange vetiver combination in here is definitely high class. Really, really well done. Like I said, this is one you can go black tie with. Black tie, dressed up, it does not matter. This thing smells really good and will have you smelling like a rich boss. So check it out. It's from the brand of Dunhill. From the Icon series, this is called Icon Elite. All right, guys, the next fragrance up on the list that have you smelling rich and like a boss on a budget. This one, we're going back to the brand of Jacques Five Paris. As a matter of fact, this is called Pour Homme. Pour Homme, what a classic fragrance. This is raspberry, lavender, rose, tonka bean, and amber, some of the main notes. Guys, this is one you gotta experience. When I first picked this fragrance up, probably around 2018, I paid $25 for it. It has since been discontinued, but I've seen it on places like eBay. You can still get it for around 80 bucks. That's where that, you know, the me telling you about the price point of 80 bucks came from. This, and I want to say Bulgari Man in Black are the most expensive. Yeah, are the most expensive fragrances on this list at around that $80 price point. The rest of them you can find for between 60 to 30 bucks. But man, so good for the price, so complex, so rich, so unique. Came in at one of those eras of time where it was easy to get this, and I'm so glad I have it in my collection, guys. One of my favorite uses ever of the note of raspberry. From the brand of Jacques Five Paris, this is called Pour Homme. All right, the next fragrance up on the list, I won't spend as much time on this one because this fragrance has been well documented and talked about. When you talk about a category like this of a fragrance that's not expensive, that smells expensive, this fragrance often comes up in conversation. From the brand of Bentley Intense. Bentley Intense. Man, this is good, guys. What else can I say? Black pepper, rum, leather, and benzoin. Some of the main notes. This is good. That boozy leather combination with that nice benzoin dry down is just, it smells good. It smells like they really took their time in making this fragrance, and it definitely smells like you should have to pay more than 35 to 40 bucks for this fragrance. It is that good. I highly recommend you check it out. They're not lying about this one, ladies and gentlemen. From the brand of Bentley, this is Bentley Intense for me. All right, guys, the next fragrance that I have in my collection that's not expensive but will definitely have you smelling like $1 million is from the brand of Versace. This is Sauteur Wall. Sauteur Wall. Walnut, cinnamon, sandalwood. Some of the notes in this fragrance. I've talked about this fragrance several times on the channel, and every time I smell it, it gets better to me. I can't explain what the walnut does. It's similar or akin to what almond does, but it's drier. That's the only way I could really describe it. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is so good. Cinnamon, sandalwood. Again, those would be, out of my top 6 notes, those would be my next 2 favorites. Cinnamon, sandalwood. And you get a lot of that in here. A lot of sandalwood, a lot of cinnamon. It's so creamy, a little bit dry, again with that walnut in here, slightly nutty. And again with the cinnamon, this is so good, guys. It smells so good. Again, what, probably 60 bucks you'll pay for this? Definitely smells like it could easily cost $250 in my opinion. From the brand of Versace, check out Sauteur Wall. And last but not least on this list, guys, this fragrance goes for about 30-35 bucks. This is one that if you're going to anywhere that's kind of casual, more sporty type of event, definitely spring, summer, and you want to smell like a rich boss. All right, now this fragrance you're gonna have to put on your polo shorts with a pair of loafers, a polo shirt, and throw the sweater tie the sweater around your neck, and yeah, you're gonna have to rock gear like that to wear this fragrance. But that's the imagery that it evokes for me when I think about how good this fragrance smells and how it smells and what I envision people wearing when wearing this fragrance. Is called a Anci. And it looks like 2 golf balls, man. This is really good. Chamomile, jasmine, lavender, and musk are the main notes. Guys, that jasmine chamomile combination, clean, almost soapy with the jasmine. This is good. It is so fresh. And like I said, I already told you guys what you need to wear, or what I envision people wearing when you wear this fragrance. Just think about that. That's what this smells like in a bottle. This is good. This is a rich guy going to the golf course, play some golf, and then after that, he's gonna go and get on his boat and just kind of enjoy the rest of the day and relax. That's what this fragrance is. Check this one out, guys. Very unique fragrance, and I love this stuff. It definitely smells expensive. This is called a Anci. But that is it, guys. That is my time. What are some fragrances you have in your collection that, is not that expensive, that smells rich, it smells like a boss? They're well done. I would love to hear from you guys down in the comment section. As always, I sincerely appreciate your time and your attention to these videos. I know you guys don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments out to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you are sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darian. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.